Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday today. So I'm coming on today and I want to talk to you about kind of a controversial topic in the health world, detox or detoxification. We're going to talk about myths, facts, and what you should actually do to detox your body. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen Costanza. I am an integrative nutrition health coach, and I specialize in helping women who are dealing with the health impacts of chronic stress, women who really want to supercharge their energy, and who are looking to get fit and just feel like their regular selves again, confident, energized. So, but today the topic that we're talking about is detox. And, the reason I wanted to talk about this is last week if you're following, I posted a recipe, winter berry detox smoothie. And it really got me thinking about this term detox and how we use it in common parlance and, what it means to people. I would love, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, give me a comment. What do you think of when you hear the term detox? Have you ever done a detox? What does that even mean to you? When I think of the terms detox, I'm probably thinking the first things that's kind of popping into my mind are, cleanses, a fast, a juice cleanse, something where maybe like you're ordering away for it and they're sending you kind of like a weekend full of different juices that you're supposed to be drinking at certain times of the day. And, maybe detox supplements, maybe that's something that you would think about. And, a lot of this kind of use of detox or this kind of marketing of detox, it can be really gimmicky and even dangerous. And by gimmicky, I mean that the health benefits or the supposed health benefits of these kind of detoxes and cleanse, they're really not backed by solid scientific evidence. And I am really a big proponent of empirical scientific evidence. Since I am a social scientist myself, if you didn't know that about me, I'm a sociologist, so I'm really into science. Anyways, so these kinds of diets that can make a lot of claims, but that doesn't necessarily mean that those claims are true. So if you were thinking about doing any kind of, cleanse or detox diet, then I would urge you to talk to your doctor first about it. Hi, Steph. Thanks for joining. So that said, we are going to talk today about how detoxification works in your body, in very basic terms that we can all understand. And I'm going to give you some ways to naturally support your body's detoxification process on a daily basis. So not just in, a few days that you're doing a cleanse. So first of all, let's talk about toxins. What are toxins? Why do we have to detox in the first place? Well, toxins are actually, it's not as, they're everywhere. They're harmful substances, harmful to your body, substances that are found in the environment, and they make your way into your body and into your gut through various different pathways. So for example, maybe the first thing that you might think of would be food. So conventional produce, meaning produce that might be grown using chemicals or treated with chemicals during or after the harvest process, conventional factory farmed animal products, and any kind of processed foods that you might find in the supermarket, things that come in a box or a bag or a can, whatever. These kind of foods can contain toxins, obviously, that enter into your body. But it's not just food that contains toxins. It's also, toxins can get into our body through water. If your water source is, municipal, if you receive municipal water, then, there's probably, this water has probably been treated maybe with chlorine. It might have fluoride added to it, and those are toxins that get into your body. Air pollution, so there's toxins in the air that are really hard for us to escape, right? Depending on where you live, smog, exhaust from cars, what else? Other toxins that are in the air. For some people, pollen even can be considered a toxin. Another type of kind of, sort of air pollution we could think about, it could even be like in your home. So, let's say that you're using household cleaners. Besides the fact that you might be touching the cleaners, there's also kind of an off-gassing into the air, and you're inhaling that. There's off-gassing from, if you've ever bought a new mattress or bought new furniture, you might be that kind of smells bad, and you're kind of inhaling the chemicals that are being off-gassed into the air. Hi, Dean. How do I do that? Another big source of toxins that can get into your body are in your personal care products, in your bath and body products, in your hair care, in your makeup, if you use makeup, in your skincare, in lotions, synthetic fragrances are in everything. These are all toxins that can get into your body. So you can see that there's a lot of different ways that toxins can get into your body. Not just through food, and it can be hard to avoid them even. So your body has a natural process of eliminating toxins from the body. And your gut is really the first line of defense against toxins, and specifically your liver is the primary organ that processes toxins, and so that they can be eliminated from your body through the digestive process, basically through urine and feces. So what can you do? So while you can, on the one hand, you can try to eliminate or kind of cut down on the toxins that are entering your body in the first place, right? You can limit your exposure to toxins. And wow, talking about this here, hi Ryan. I think I could do an entire video series on how to eliminate toxins, how to kind of avoid toxins from getting into your body in the first place. But there's also a second thing you can do, and that is that you can eat in a way that supports the health of your gut and liver. You want a healthy gut that prevents toxins from escaping your digestive system and kind of getting into the rest of your body. And you also want a healthy liver that can efficiently process and remove toxins. So you kind of need both of those things. And so I want to talk to you about a few tweaks you can make to your diet that are going to help your organs do their job in eliminating toxins. And these are all the things I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of things we could talk about. I'm just going to give you 5 to start with, and you can kind of pick and choose what you want to focus on, if this is what you're kind of working on. But these are all pretty non-controversial actions. I'm not going to get into things like eliminating entire food groups, eliminating dairy, eliminating gluten, even though, I might have some opinions about those things. Overall, really eating a diet filled with whole foods, lots of vegetables, clean protein and healthy fats, legumes, fruits, nuts, seeds, all whole foods. This is what is going to help your body in carrying out this process of detoxification on a daily basis. It's not kind of like a quick fix thing, like a juice cleanse. It's just, if you're just eating healthy like this, if you're eating a whole foods diet or mostly whole foods diet on a regular basis, you really wouldn't have a need for any kind of juice cleanse. So let's talk about 5 things that you could do. So 1 is crowding out sugars. especially refined sugars. So, and we could be talking about table sugar, we can be talking about liquid sugars, we can be talking about artificial sweeteners. Basically, when you are consuming sugars, your liver is going to be focused on processing those sugars instead of focusing on eliminating toxins out of your body. So it's kind of like giving extra, when you eat sugar, it's kind of like giving extra work to your liver to do. So the one thing that we can do is cut down on the amount of sugar that we're intaking. And there's many people who, completely eliminate sugar from their lives. And I understand that for most people, including myself, I'm not special here, eliminating sugar for good is really, really tough. So, try to do it in a more gradual way. If you're currently eating a lot of sugar, maybe cut down gradually. Hello, Vicara Stump. Hi, thanks for joining. So, 1, cutting out sugars. 2 is cutting down on alcohol. Alcohol, you've probably already heard this. It's really harsh on the lining of your gut, so it can be very damaging to the health of your gut. And it's also very damaging to your liver. It gives your liver a lot of work to do, right? So cutting out alcohol, or at least limiting your alcoholic intake, is another thing that you can do to really strengthen your body's ability to detox. 3rd, hydration, drinking a lot of water, drinking more water. So hydration is so important for so many reasons, but in particular when we're talking about detoxification and the health of your gut and the health of your liver, when we drink water, it helps with the digestive process. I mean, just think for a moment, if you were super dehydrated for a few days, you weren't drinking enough water, think about what that might do, or what that has done. If you've experienced this before, and you probably have, what has that done to your digestive system? It probably, not to get gross on you, but it probably makes you really constipated. And when we're constipated, we're not eliminating toxins from the body as efficiently. So hydration, super important. It helps us move toxins out of the body faster. A 4th thing that you could focus on is eating more leafy greens, dark leafy greens. Our liver loves dark leafy greens. It needs the nutrients that come from those leafy greens, and the fiber that comes from those leafy greens is also really good for the digestive process and for the health of our gut. So it's kind of like a win-win-win situation. There's a whole lot of other foods that we could kind of get into in more depth and detail that are good for promoting the health of your liver, but just wanted to keep it simple here and give you 5 things. So think about eating dark leafy greens. The other thing that's really great about dark leafy greens and focusing on that is that I think it's pretty easy for a lot of people to be able to work more greens into your diet. So you might have noticed that I post, a photo of my daily smoothie every morning. And in my smoothie, I always manage to find a way to stick in, a couple leaves of kale or a couple handfuls of spinach. And believe it or not, if you don't have, if you don't put leafy greens into your smoothies, I promise, try it. I promise you probably won't be able to even taste it. If you've got, other things in there to kind of, if you don't like the taste of kale or spinach in your breakfast like that, you won't even notice it. So it's kind of like dark leafy greens is an easy thing to kind of like sneak into your diet. Oh, my mom just joined. Hi, Mom. So 5th thing that you can do to help your body with the detox process is swap out refined grains and flours for whole grains. Hi, Chris. So what are refined grains and flours? So basically we're talking about any flours. We're talking about pastas, We're talking about, when we talk about refined grains, we're talking about white rice, for example. Trying to think. Those are kind of the big ones there. So swapping out those for whole grains. So whether you're, looking at like good examples of whole grains might be like brown rice, wild rice, quinoa, oats. I'm looking at my part of my pantry shelf trying to think of things. But if you can do that, swapping in those whole grains, that's another step, kind of a gradual step you can take towards moving towards a more whole foods diet. So to wrap up, 5 things that you can do to help your body detox in a natural, everyday way without having to go on a juice cleanse. Crowd out sugars or decrease the amount of sugars that you're eating. Cut down or eliminate alcohol. Drink more water, 8 to 10 glasses a day. Eat more dark leafy greens. Sneak them into your diet any way you can. Stick them in your smoothie, whatever. And swap out refined grains and flours for whole grains. And, if I didn't already say this in the first place, why would we even care about all of this and, at all? It's that, eating a diet of, whole foods, having our gut and our detox process working well, in the end, it's going to help us have more energy, help us think clearer, help you maintain or drop to the weight that you're wanting to be at, and overall, help you to feel better. And that's the real goal here, right? Is to just have a happier life where you feel good in and about your body. So I would love to know, whether you're watching right now or you're watching the replay of this, what is your biggest insight from what we talked about? I'd love to know if you can comment what's one thing that you could commit to doing or just trying out to help your body with this detoxification process. And if you are thinking that you're at a point where you really want to make some changes, to your diet, to your life, that you're wanting to, kind of turn around whatever is going on for you, if you're feeling a lot of stress, if you're feeling like you've been fatigued and you want to feel more energy, if you are wanting to, get fit, and, drop weight that's been hanging around. If any of these things are things that you're thinking of working on and that you are committing to making a change on, and you would like some support with that, I hope that you will consider reaching out. Just send me a message. I offer a free call to talk about whatever you're, talk about what you're struggling with, and figuring out a game plan or a plan of action to move forward to get you back on the right path. So thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.